South Africa is worried about the image on the international media because South Africa is very vulnerable to the international community. South Africa depends to a large extent, or the apartheid state depends to a large extent, upon its connections with what's called the West to survive. And as such, it's very vulnerable to public opinion in the West, and it will devote and has devoted considerable resources to making sure that that image is controlled as far as they are able. That's basically it. They're scared of what is shown on the international media because if the British and American and West German public turn against them, then they're in trouble, economic trouble. There's a direct connection between that. And so what they did was they said, well, what's being shown is us shooting at blacks. That was really the essence of it. Let's stop it. Let's say you can't show that, you can't show the troops in action, and you can't speak to or interview black leadership. And it worked. It really did work. The international media's bureaus in Johannesburg said, these are the regulations, we can't be thrown out, we can't go to prison for 10 years. We'll stay by them. And we did that as well. To an extent, we have to be law-abiding, because if you're not, you don't survive. And as an organization, we do, by and large, stick to the law that says, to the state of emergency regulations, which limit what we can do. But I think what we do is within those limitations, it's still possible to find and tell a story of South Africa which is very threatening to the South African state. And that story is the strength and range of organized democratic opposition to the apartheid government. And that's a very important story. It's not one which is immediately dramatic in visual terms, because it happens in meetings, it happens in discussions, it happens in words, rather than in confrontations with the security forces. But it is an important story, and that can still be told within those limitations.